Hi and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Warm Up Wednesday. My name is Tara, your resident harmony nerd. I'm a professional singer based in New York City, as well as a singing teacher, vocal coach, composer, and content creator. And I learned very quickly in my content creation journey that music education is kept behind a steep paywall, that it can be really hard to get accurate, awesome music theory and singing technique knowledge. So every day of the week, I have a free offering for you so that you can improve your skills. Um, I think that I was very blessed when I was younger that I had teachers who saw my gifts and my dedication and offered me private music lessons at extreme discounts. I would not have been able to afford the music education that I had otherwise. And so this is me wanting to pay it forward to you all. Um, so today is Warm Up Wednesday, which means I'm going to walk you through, as a professional singer, how I warm up my body and my voice so that you can ask questions. Tara, why did you do it in this sequence? Why are you doing this exercise now? What is this exercise good for? And also so that you can start to understand, especially if you come back week after week, you can start to understand how exactly I put together my warm up routine depending on how my voice is feeling that day, right? And then you can learn how to start doing this for yourself. So, um, today is going to be an interesting one because I haven't sang in a while. I had a wedding gig the first weekend in March, and then I've been moving and traveling and like doing all of this stuff. So I really haven't sang. I haven't been in practice for probably a little over a week, which is weird for me, right? I'm a professional singer. This is what I do. So today's going to be a little bit rough. And I think that this could be really beneficial to those of you watching at home. Hi, Jeffrey. Nice to see you today. Um, because you're going to see how I treat my voice when it's not in great shape. Okay? I'm going to, it's going to be more of like a low key, I'm slowly walking myself back um, into singing, right? So I'm not going to push anything. If something sounds like garbage, I'm going to let it, right? That's a huge thing about warm ups that I want to say before we even get started. Warming up is to warm up, it's not to sound good. You warm up so that you can sound good when you perform, right? If you find scratchy spots in your voice, or your voice doesn't like that high note, or you're having trouble, accessing a certain technique that you're warming up with, that's just information for you. It's not a reason for you to judge yourself or tell yourself that you suck. No, it's just information. Having an instrument that's inside of your body is really difficult. What other musical instrument is inside the body, right? For instance, if you're playing piano or guitar, maybe your hands are tired and you're not having a great day with for dexterity, and you can recognize that, but you can still like hold the instrument and see the instrument. So working with something that's inside your body is tricky. Oh, the keyboard's not on. Okay, let's get started with a little bit of stretching. All right. So you want to open up your chest cavity, front, back, and side to side. Oof, my shoulders are tight today. So I'm clasping my fingers behind my back and I'm pulling my knuckles towards the ground. You can also grasp opposite elbows or wrists behind the back to stretch the front of the chest cavity. It's always good to stretch the neck in these various formations, right? You might get to a different little muscle group. Okay, bringing the clasp out in front and doing more like a cat spine. So you're stretching your back, the back of your back. A lot through the thoracic spine, which is the top, the in between the shoulder blades spine. It's the hardest spine to stretch. Take a deep breath and breathe into it. You want to try to create space in between each bone of the rib cage. Okay, and then we'll do one to each side. Once again, try to squish these rib bones together so that you can peel these ones apart, stretching the intercostal muscles, inhaling, sending the breath here to try and spread those bones apart. And the other side. All right, let's Let's welcome some shoulder rolls. If you're standing today to sing instead of sitting, you can do some hip rolls. Okay, I'm just jiggling my shoulders, feels good today. Listen to your body. Okay. I'm going to drop my chin into my chest and roll my neck side to side. So look, this is quicker than I would usually do this. If I'm really warming up for the day, I would slow down. All right, and then we're going to leave our ear to our same shoulder, and we're going to nod yes 10 times. Hanging out in any sticky spots you find, and then no 10 times. And then coming around to the other side. Ooh, sticky right there. So I'm going to pause here and give myself a little massage. Got a really sticky spot in my right shoulder. Okay, so feel free to pause and show any sticky spots some extra love. Let them know that you're noticing them and not just pushing past the pain, pushing through. We don't want to do that because we want to be really relaxed when we sing. We produce the most clear sound when everything is nice and relaxed. So we really want to ground with the bottom half of our body, and we want to be free with the top half of our body. All right. The base of your palms into where the jaws meet, the top and bottom jaw. We're going to slack the jaw a little bit, and we're going to dig the base of the palms into that space between, not too hard, not painful, but you should feel some relief. And then we're going to run them down towards our chin like this. Wiggle. And down. 2 more. Wiggle. This should feel really good if you have like TMJ. And down. 1 more. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And down. Cool. Play piano on your jaw. Wake it up a little bit. We're going to do a few tongue exercises. I also love to pull on my ears. Necessary? No, of course not. But look up the benefits of ear massage. Oh, it feels so good. It's so good for your nervous system. Okay? We don't want our nervous systems to be all riled up while we're singing. That's no good. All right. Tongue exercises. Stick your tongue out, and we're going to go from right to left 10 times. Good. If you drooled on yourself, that's okay. I came really close. All right, we're going to do a similar one now where we're going to just stick the tongue straight out and hold it for 10 seconds. We'll do 3 of these. Here we go. Okay, relax, take a break. And you don't want the tongue to rest on anything. We're trying to stretch and strengthen the tongue muscles. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Relax. Number 3. Thank you for the ice cream cone. All right. Now we're going to do some cheek pokes with our tongue. Okay, we'll do 5. Okay, cool. We're going to do 2 more tongue exercises, all right? Ready? The next one, we're going to put the tip of the tongue behind the top of the teeth. Like that, okay? And you're going to take the tip of the tongue and you're going to brush it towards the back of the roof of your mouth and then forward again. You want to try to keep the tip of the tongue connected to the roof of the mouth the whole time, like this. Back Uh-huh. 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 That's a really weird one, right? The back of my tongue always feels funny when I do that one. How's everybody doing with these weird tongue exercises? I'm having us do these today for two reasons. One is because I'm out of shape, I'm out of practice, so I want to show you like a more thorough face warm up. And the other is because I'm having tongue surgery, so I have to do these exercises to strengthen. So you're coming with me. Okay, and then this last one is we're going to suction our tongue to the roof of our mouth, and then we're going to make a clicking sound. We'll do 5 of these. It looks like this. Oops, that one, you want to hold it for a little bit first. You don't want to click immediately, so that one was a fail. I'm going to retry. How'd we do? Okay, cool. Now let's move on to warming up our breathing mechanism a little bit. So we warmed up our bodies. Now we're going to warm up our breathing mechanism. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Use these breaths to really ground your body. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your butt connected to the chair or whatever you're sitting on. If you're not sitting, then just ground through the feet, okay? Placing your palms maybe on your lap or relaxed by your side. All right. Now, when we inhale, we want to feel the entire rib cage expanding, front, back, side to side, okay? And you want to try to send the breath as low as possible. Okay, this is going to indicate to our nervous system that we are safe, okay? And it's going to help us relax and be a better singer. So I'm going to stand up just so you can see what my low breath looks like, okay? What we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the shoulders still, all right? And we want to minimize movement in the chest and to maximize movement in this lower hand. So I have one hand on my chest and I have one hand, my thumb is right where my rib cage ends, that little V. And then my hand is below, all right? So now, actually, let me switch hands so you can see what my belly's doing a little bit better, okay? Inhale, exhale. So when I'm inhaling, I'm allowing my belly to press out. You see that on YouTube? Yeah. And when I'm inhaling, I'm drawing my belly button here towards my spine. You see the difference? And if you are new to this and it doesn't come naturally to expand through the belly, fake it till you make it. Push your belly out into your hand. Eventually, it'll become natural, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple box breaths, and we're going to try to expand that lower belly on the inhale, okay? Box breath is in for 4, hold the breath for 4, out for 4, hold the out breath for 4. I'll walk you through it, okay? Here we go. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or find something inane to stare at. You want to try to remove visual stimulus so that you can focus on what's going on inside, okay? We're going to breathe in through the nose, expanding through the belly, holding the breath for 4. Exhale through the mouth, belly button to spine, hold. Now, if holding the exhale is really uncomfortable for you, skip it. Go straight to the inhale, okay? Here we go. Round 2, inhale, hold, exhale. Hold the exhale or skip it if it's very uncomfortable. In, hold, exhale, hold. We're going to do one more of these. return to your natural breath when you're finished. Cool. I would usually do a couple more breathing exercises, but I am low on time, so we're going to move right into the singing. My blender was being so rude this morning, and I have such a chunky little smoothie. It just wouldn't continue to blend. All right. We're going to hum or use a gentle vowel like oo or e. Now this is the first time I've sang today and the first time I've sang in a few days. So what I'm doing is I'm taking inventory of how everything feels. I'm listening, I'm not judging. I'm determining where I'm doing good today and where I need some more love in my voice, okay? I can already tell that this is going to be a rough warm-up session. My little voice she's rusty. Again, my voice got caught on some phlegm on the top note. How'd that go for everyone? First warm up, you always want to do something that is so gentle. So maybe that was even too much for your voice. Maybe you just start with ooh, just holding long notes, 1/2 step at a time. Ooh. Okay, we're just going to keep it nice and easy. I've got time for 2 more warm-ups today. Are there any requests for any certain type of warm-up. The next thing I'm going to do is going to be triads, because you know I'm always harping on us finding those triads for vocal harmony. Oh, 1111, make a wish. I'm going to make my wish. All right. You make a wish too? I hope you made a good one. We're going to do some triads, because you know I'm always harping on learning triads for vocal harmony, okay? Ooh. I'm going to stick with oohs because my voice is so tired today. But if you want to work more on your chest voice, you can try thank you very much. Okay, your chest voice is your lower voice. And you can sing these lyrics all the way up until the higher part of your register. It will get a little bit harder to phonate and say the words as we go higher. You can also do do, mi, sol, mi, do, or 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. If you're also working on music theory and you want to memorize the pitches that we're doing, okay? I'm going to do oohs. Ooh, do what works best for you. Ooh, or try everything on. Thank you very much. And see which one you like the best. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. I like my oohs, so I'm going to stick with those, but you stick with whatever works for you. Ooh. No requests, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our third and final exercise for today, which is going to combine the first and second exercise. So the first exercise was ooh, and the second was ooh. Okay, so what we're going to do is the first half is going to be the second warm up on an E. E, and then at the top we're going to switch to ya, Y-A. E-ya, and then we'll walk back down. So all together sounds like this. E-ya, E-ya, Excuse me. I don't quite have that low note today, but maybe you do. All right, my friends, that's it for me for Warm Up Wednesday for today. As you notice, we took it very slowly, very cautiously today. My voice is definitely not playing nice today. She feels a little raw and a little difficult to control. So these are all things to just kind of note as you're warming up. If I were going to do a performance, I would probably spend another 20 to 30 minutes warming up, right? Like that was not enough for me to go sing a show, okay? Was it enough for me to maybe work on some vocal techniques? I'd probably still do another 2 or 3 warm-ups before I would start doing exercises for like different singing techniques that I'm currently working on. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we go? Tomorrow's offering is free voice lesson Thursday. And I believe I scheduled it for the early afternoon, but you can find out by checking my profile or my main page on YouTube and pre-registering or clicking to be notified when I go live. I don't have a singing technique chosen to work on for tomorrow yet, so it'll be a surprise, or maybe I'll take requests and just work on things that people who are here want to work on. Could do that. So anyway, I have to go. I have a dress fitting for a wedding. Fun times. Wherever you are in the world, I hope it's beautiful and a sunny day for you as well, like it is here in Brooklyn. And my name is Tara, professional singer based in New York City, offering various free music education lives on both TikTok and YouTube. I'm the same handle on both, so you can find me on either platform. And if you only caught part of today's session on TikTok, or you'd like to go back and do the warm-ups again, every single one of these lives I do, no matter which day of the week it is, no matter which session it is automatically reposted on YouTube. There's a playlist for each day of the week: Music Theory Mondays, Ear Training Tuesdays, Warm-Up Wednesdays, Free Voice Lesson Thursdays, and Frequency Fridays, which Frequency Fridays is like journaling and like nervous system work, the kind of stuff that we have to do to build our confidence in order to put ourselves out into the world creatively speaking. So you can catch all those replays over on my YouTube. And subscribing to my YouTube is a great way to support me for free if you're here on TikTok or if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet. I'm new to YouTube and building my following over there, so go to my YouTube, subscribe, like, share some videos. Any little interaction is a huge help over there. And I also accept tips at the link in my bio. Even $1 helps me keep this Harmony Nerd content free. So thank you all for joining me today. Once again, my name is Tara. Thanks for being a part of the community, and I'll see you tomorrow for Free Voice Lesson Thursday. Have a lovely afternoon. Take care.